What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're here to check out another one of the 8th anniversary characters in some Pirate Rumble action. And that character is the waifus, the Hancock, Nami, and Robin character. So of course, we're going to be taking them in today with a full strength-based team, considering this unit is more strength-focused, with a little bit hint of striker. So we may actually test out this unit, maybe, when we pull Kaido. But let's go ahead and actually talk about the brand new Hancock, Nami, and Robin, because they actually have a very unique mechanic that is new in Pirate Rumble. So let's go ahead and talk about it. This unit is a strength free spirit striker, and their Rumble ability is going to give your strength allies level 5 health and level 5 speed, and then they target one high attack striker for level 5 defense. A little bit of a weird Rumble ability, honestly. Would have preferred if it was just all striker characters got the defense buff rather than just one ally with high attack. So this character doesn't really provide offensive capabilities. This character is more defensive focused. I think this character is going to be a great asset to strength defense teams. It's going to be interesting to see how the community uses this character. So here we have their Rumble special. 28 CT is pretty respectable. They do a medium range horizontal chance, 80% chance that is, of confusion for 10 seconds. We'll talk about that in a moment. And they also target 3 enemies for 2800 fixed damage. So the confusion effect, this is a new mechanic in the game where whenever they're inflicted with that, whenever they come to attack, instead, apparently, according to the in-game information, they will target their teammates. So they actually will do damage to the opposing side of the field, which is pretty interesting. And apparently, if a character with maxed CT is inflicted with confusion, apparently, I'm just saying apparently because I haven't tested it yet, it will reset their CT, which is incredibly powerful. So I really want to use this time to explore and experiment with this confusion debuff and see how powerful this character actually is in Rumble. So of course, we're partnering it up with a bunch of strength units. We've got Jack, who can provide some really good defensive capabilities and providing health cuts towards the enemy. We have Kaku, who's going to be very good against Dex enemies. We have Toki, who is also good against Dex enemies but also has a really great Rumble ability. And of course, Final Tap Kid to provide some serious firepower for our team. And then the bench is just a lot of strength-focused Pirate Rumble rare recruits. Actually, I want to switch out, put Arlong in the first slot. That's what we'll do here. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some Pirate Rumble matches and see what we can do with this unit today. So this is a very fierce looking defense team that we have right here. We have the brand new 8th anniversary Luffy, which we all know how annoying that passive is going to be. So let's hope that we can land that confusion debuff and hopefully, you know, get some really cool effects going on here. I want to see what this confusion can do, to how much damage does it do to the enemy. If they have CT, can it actually reset that? We're going to be paying very close attention to Hancock, Nami, and Robin and seeing how that all unfolds here today. So in terms of our buffs across the board, we're looking pretty balanced. Ideally, we get a character like Toki to launch first to increase the CT of the rest of our crew, so that when we launch our specials, we're able to just launch a bunch of them straight away. Or ideally, what we could do is launch our specials and get Toki to launch last. It doesn't look like that's going to happen though. So what will happen though is that everyone is ready to go, and we've got Jack followed by Kid. This is about as perfect as we can get right here. So we get some huge health cuts. Kid's going to do damage that goes through defense. Our attack isn't extremely high, so we do pretty serious damage. And here we go with the confusion. Here we go. So the confusion is inflicted to them. We get some pretty good damage here, and the CT is maxed for Dofi. So we got to pay attention to Dofi when he comes up to attack. Luffy actually is also inflicted with the confusion debuff as well. There's only 6 seconds left. Here's Dofi. Dofi's going to be launching straight after this. He is still actually alive, so let's see what happens. It did reset his CT. That is so good. Oh my, that is incredible. So we're going to take a bit of damage from Moria, which is fine. We expected that. But that's crazy. It actually reset the Doflamingo CT, so we didn't have to deal with his special. Wow. Oh, wow. Hang on. Dofi just got his special charged up because of Luffy. Oh, no, dude. It's over. No, Dofi's going to hit so hard here. Oh, no, dude. Oh, this is a really close match. Sober Mask is going to hit really hard as well. Jack has so much HP left. That's crazy. Toki actually has a lot of HP left too. This is actually not too bad. We've lost a lot of our firepower because of Kid, but don't get it twisted. Our characters can still deal some pretty serious damage here. And Hancock, Nami, and Robin are coming in again. Here we go. Confusion debuff inflicted to all enemies there, so that is so good. Jack's going to come in with a little bit of a health cut. Law's going to come in with a special and might actually get us the dub. There we go. Wowzers, dude. That's impressive. That's incredible. Okay. So now we're getting a little bit of a taste of this confusion debuff. I actually kind of like this. The fact that you can just prevent an enemy from launching a special. The thing is this is going to be really, really good if you can just like ultra charge Boa, Nami, and Robin's special to make sure that they launch first, confuse them, reset their CT so that they have to do a full recharge of their specials again. This has a lot of potential. Once again, we found another Dex team because, of course, if we're running a strength team, we want to see what it's like in normal circumstances, right? We're not going to be taking this team in against Quick. Even though it would be interesting to see all that happen, we're not doing that today, of course. We're going to be using a team in a more optimal circumstance, in a more realistic circumstance, which is what you're seeing here today. This is a relatively good offensive team. Remember, Luffy does have a really interesting rumble ability that anytime one of the Dex allies is knocked out, he can revive them with 50% HP, so we do have to pay attention to that. Kizaru can provide really constant buffs to them at a really low CT, so he's definitely going to be one of the first characters to launch. We just ideally want Kid to launch at least once. That's going to be a huge benefit to us. They've got really good stats right now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, they're pretty balanced across the board, so this is going to be kind of scary. At least we are getting Jack to launch. The health cuts are going to be pretty essential here, and Doflamingo is not going to launch quite yet, but Toki's going to go ahead and give us a bit of healing back, which is kind of good because Kaku did lose a lot of HP very quickly there, and Kid, here he goes. Unfortunately, not getting a KO. We don't have a lot of damage potential here in terms of our power. You can see that, you know, Kid's only got level 12 attack, which is not like the craziest thing you've ever seen. Luffy's coming in with a few hits of damage and fully charged the Zora special. That's actually kind of annoying. Okay, so we get the revive is happening on Brook, which was procced by Luffy. Bit of damage coming in, actually knocking out two of them. Unfortunately, the characters that were knocked out were the ones that were inflicted with confusion, which doesn't really help us out that much. Kaku is going to get knocked out very soon, but we can replace him with Arlong, which is really not that big of an issue here. It looks like Kid might actually get knocked out too. He's just hanging on, but he doesn't have a lot of defense left. Though Sober Mask, we do have to watch out for him. He will launch his special when he comes up to attack. Knocking him out would be good, but I don't think we're going to get any specials launched before that actually happens. Getting Toki to come out here is very nice so that Kid can get a little bit of HP back. Unfortunately, he is just going to fall short of his special. If he can tank this special from Sober Mask, we'll be looking pretty good. He does tank it, so Kid is ready to launch. This actually might just wrap it up. No, just barely staying alive. So Zora's going to stay up, and then we're going to get the damage from Hancock, Nami, and Robin to get us the dub. So there you go. You know, pretty straightforward once again. It was looking a little scary there. Unfortunately, didn't get a full showcase of that confusion debuff, but still, I like the fact that they actually do pretty serious damage. 2800 fixed damage is nothing to scoff at, as well as applying that really cool new debuff. Yeah, not too shabby. So this time around, we're looking at definitely a more defensive focused team. If this team also had the new Luffy, it'd be kind of crazy. But, you know, Queen is very bulky, and Brook is really bulky, and also Rayleigh can provide some really interesting effects here. Dog and Cat are also kind of annoying to deal with. They are very offensively focused characters that are very good on a Dex offensive team. However, Dogstorm isn't going to be that big of an issue. He does provide some pretty substantial buffs to the Dex team, but I'm not really too worried about the dog. Cat can really put on some heavy damage, so we do have to be cautious of that. Rayleigh, I'm not worried about him. He does have a relatively high CT, so he usually only gets his special to launch once during the quest, and it does only do 1700 fixed damage, but the thing is, Rayleigh does give a really good defensive buff once he himself falls below 50% HP. We have all of our specials ready to go here, so we'll go ahead and start launching them. So here we go with the Kaku. The Cat Viper just missed out on his special, and we're getting Jack to launch as well. So this is going pretty good. Unfortunately, Brook did dodge the health cut, so that does kind of suck, and Queen is just chilling at the back there. That is kind of frightening because Queen can put on some pretty serious damage too. He does 5k fixed damage to one target enemy, and he does have action binding potential, I believe, as well. Here's Hancock, Nami, and Robin inflicting confusion to a large portion of the enemies there. So when they come in, they are not going to be happy because, oh, that action bind actually kind of sucks. Luckily, Kid avoided it, and that confusion on the enemy means when they come in, they should get their CT completely reset. Good damage nonetheless. Brook does have it, so he's either come in and get his CT reset. He got his CT reset. That's what we like to see. Brook, you ain't getting your special today, sonny boy. And here we go with Jack as well, which is going to give us a little bit of a defensive boost, give us a little bit of a health cut. You guys know the deal. And we can just cruise our way to victory. Brook not even launching his special. And the thing is, Cat Viper was also inflicted with the confusion debuff, but, you know, Kid already knocked him out. out. The thing is, even if he did go to launch his special, he would have been CT reset because Hancock, Nami, and Robin, are they going to get the dub? Oh, just missed out on getting the dub, but Brook did not get the confusion on the second time around. But either way, a normal attack is going to secure victory. So there you go. Hancock, Nami, and Robin providing some really unique stuff in Pirate Rumble. I'm actually a big fan. I think this is a really well-designed unit in Pirate Rumble. I think the passive is not the greatest, but that special ability is incredible, dude. So to give a summary, I'm a huge fan of this brand new Pirate Rumble character, or a character to be using in Pirate Rumble, of course. Defensive focused teams are going to kind of struggle with this. You know, if you're using a quick team and you come up against a Hancock, Nami, and Robin on a strength team, this can really catch you off guard, especially if you want to launch all of your specials, kill all the opposing guys on the enemy side of the team, and if you get inflicted with confusion, your CT's reset, and then Final Tab Kid comes in and just wrecks your stuff, it's just a wrap at that point. So this character does have a place in a defensive strength team, even in offensively focused teams, as you guys saw today. They're really interesting. So with all of that, guys, that is going to wrap up this video today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you guys did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.